Once upon a time, in the land of Palestine, there lived a young boy named Karim. He had a loving family and a happy childhood until one day his older brother, Omar, was killed by Israeli soldiers. Karim was devastated. He couldn't understand why his brother had been taken away from him. He vowed that one day he would avenge his brother's death and free his land from occupation. Karim began training himself to fight. He learned how to use weapons and how to defend himself. He also studied the history of Palestine and the Israeli occupation. When Karim grew up, he joined a resistance group. He fought bravely against the Israeli soldiers and helped to liberate his village. One day, Karim led a daring attack on an Israeli military base. He and his comrades were able to defeat the soldiers and take control of the base. This was a major victory for the Palestinian resistance movement. Karim's victory inspired other Palestinians to join the fight against the occupation. Soon, there were resistance groups all over Palestine. The Israelis were determined to crush the resistance movement. They sent more troops to Palestine and began a brutal crackdown on the Palestinians. But the Palestinians refused to give up. They continued to fight for their freedom. One day, the Israelis launched a massive attack on a Palestinian refugee camp. Karim and his comrades were there to defend the camp. The fighting was fierce. Many Palestinians were killed or wounded, but Karim and his comrades refused to back down. Finally, after days of fighting, the Israelis were forced to retreat. The Palestinians had won a major victory. Karim's victory was a turning point in the struggle for Palestinian independence. The Israelis realized that they could not defeat the Palestinian people. They began to negotiate with the Palestinians and eventually agreed to withdraw from Palestine. Karim was a hero to the Palestinian people. He had avenged his brother's death and freed his land from occupation. He had shown the world that the Palestinian people were determined to achieve their freedom, no matter the cost. Karim's story is a reminder that even the smallest person can make a difference. Even when things seem hopeless, we should never give up on our dreams.